Welcome back to the farm. I'm Rebecca, and we're gonna make a couple drinks for you today. First up, this drink is gonna feature apricots. For mine, I juice fresh apricot, but luckily we live in the day and age where you can just buy a bottle of this stuff. You may have to adjust some of your measurements based on how sweet or tart your juice is. Mine's a little tart because apricots here in PA are still pretty new. I'm going to start out though with 2 ounces of my fresh juiced. Now I'm pouring this in before I add any ice, just in case. You want to make sure your ingredients aren't sitting on ice, getting watered down, in case you have to reach for something that you don't have available. After I put in my apricot juice, now I'm going to do the vodka. I'm only using 1.5 ounces today because I'm not using a ton of mixers. The reason I chose Bar Hill specifically, this vodka is made up in Vermont. It's distilled from honey, and I really think honey is going to capture all the flavors that we want to come forward in our drink. And it's just an easy drinker. If you don't have it at home or access to it at your local liquor store, any vodka will do. I would recommend something a little more mellow, something rounded, we'll say, but whatever you have on your home bar is just fine. If you like it, put it in your drink. Next up, here's the stuff, chamomile syrup. Now, it's chamomile season, so this stuff is starting to bloom already. It smells amazing. We're gonna get all those flavors right out of the syrup. Now, I'm gonna use a full ounce in my drink because, like I mentioned before, my apricots were a little on the tart side, so I just wanna balance that. If your apricot juice at home is a little sweet, take it down to 3/4 and just balance it out to your taste. Next up, turmeric glycerin. Now this is the alcohol-free version, so you're really getting just straight up turmeric flavor. I like to try it a little bit first. It's pretty tasty. Now this is gonna bring just a little bit of spice to the drink, not a ton of heat, but it also has a beautiful color that I really wanna use here. I'm gonna use a 1/2 dropper here because I don't want it to overwhelm this cocktail. We're using some pretty delicate flavors in this one, so that can happen pretty easily. Taste as you go and see if you like it. Now's the ice. I lock them together. And here's where you can have some fun. Your shake is your shake. You can do one of these, you can do one of these, you can do one of these. The tip is to get it from end to end, and you'll feel it get really cold, and that's when you know it's done. This one kind of reminded me of a tiki drink. I know it's not rum, it's not pineapple, but the pits of the apricot, the kernels, they share the same kind of flavorings as almonds. I think almonds, that kind of brings us back to our orgeat. So there's definitely some tiki flavors going on here. And hey, come on, we're ready for summer, even if summer isn't ready for us. So I went ahead and I crushed some ice ahead of time. You can do this at home if you don't have something to shave it with. You just, in a sack or in a towel, and now it's really crushed, and dump in your bowl. The reason I like the crushed ice is because I really want to dig into that tiki feel. And this mug is totally taking me there, the vibes. At home, a highball glass, a pint glass, a mug, a jar, whatever fun vehicle you have to enjoy this. The color is going to be really cool, and we're really going to jazz it up with some garnishes. Whatever you have on hand is going to work great. This style of drink, though, really loves fresh herbs, fruit, all kinds of stuff like that. And I'm just going to strain it off the ice I shook it with right over that ice and just get it nice. There it goes. Beautiful. And if it's a little messy, that's okay. That's part of the fun. I think grapefruit really goes great with the chamomile and with the turmeric, surprisingly. So I'm gonna just take a peel, nice big swath of it. I'm gonna wrap this up. Now at home, if you have toothpicks, or sometimes we have like hors d'oeuvre picks, these guys, whatever works. Put it right in there. Take a little mint too. Oh, it smells good. Now, Looking good, looking good. Finally, rose geranium. And you're like, what flowers? Rebecca, why? Oh, it smells awesome. And we drink with all of our senses, right? So it's gotta look good, taste good, obviously, and it's gotta smell good too. That gets us ready, primed. I'm ready and primed. All right, how's yours?